Okay, let's jump in with some more Google Docs material today. So I'm in the same folder I was in last time, which if you remember, we created our Google Doc folder and we created our Google Doc template. So I'm in, here's my course folder, and you should have your own. And here is my Google Docs folder, and there's the Google Docs template I had from last time. I also have, and you should too in case you need it, this is just the course outline so you can navigate from here. So today we're going to be editing the file. So as I said, I'm in my Google Doc. You can actually click on this. I changed the permissions. You can see right here, anyone on the internet with this link can view. So you can do that if you ever want to do that. You can change the permissions like we talked about last time. So now that we have this, let's do a few things with the doc. Nothing too complicated, but it's a basic word processing doc. So play with this in your spare time. All the menus are there, all the different formatting, everything. And you can do a lot of cool stuff with it. So play around and enjoy that. So let's start with inserting a title of the document. Let's just copy that. And there's that. So now we have our Jared Google Doc for the Intro to Tech course. So you saw the styles of this I made title, right? So if I click title, it styles that row with this style. What that means is each one of these is a formatting definition. So they all have different formats. You have normal text with its own formatting, and so title too. So that's why when I clicked on this, so I wanted it to be centered. When I clicked on title to format it like title, it moved it back to the left. So let's say that I actually want title to be centered. I can just change the formatting of that. And then right here, I can update title to match. So now going forward, if this were not centered, and I clicked on title, it would center it because that is now the formatting for title. So styles are a really cool way to quickly and easily format your document and do it consistently. And now this document, if I made a copy of this, we talked about this before about templates, that would take the styles with them. So I don't have to keep reformatting every Google Doc every time. I have my default styles if I have a certain way of doing things that I like. So now let's insert a table of contents. So you can do it either with page numbers or links. I like links because they link then inside the document to where you're going. So if I clicked right here in heading 1, it would take me to heading 1. Research and notes would take me there. The document's not long enough, but just to demonstrate, if I make some more space, and then I'm up here, click on heading 1 now, it drops me to heading 1. And if I change things, I can just click here to refresh. So if I made another heading 3, I would just refresh this. There's the other heading 3. So a really nice way to build out a Google Doc. You can even have the table of contents here, as you see. That's a new default thing for Google Docs. But it's a good way to organize your document and have headers and be able to find things. You can always Command F in the document, right, if you're looking for something. Heading 3. So always a nice way to do things and find things quickly. But the table of contents does help as your documents get big and you can just jump down to different things. And as we talked about, you can also style things. So here's my normal style right here. So if I click on this, it will style it normally. Let's say I wanted my normal style to be 12 and Times New Roman instead. See, right now, if I highlight this text and I say normal text, it'll turn it back. I'll Command Z to undo that. But if I click here and do update normal text to match, now normal text style default is 12 and it is Times New Roman. So now if I keep typing, it'll look like that. And anywhere I do that, that's what it'll become. And you'll see right here, it changed it everywhere in the document. So that's the power of this, is that if you change the style and something is styled like that, it will change it everywhere in the document. A really nice way to update formatting throughout an entire document very quickly. So let's do just a couple other quick things. So as I always talk about, everything's in here. Play with it, learn as you go. If you have something you want to do, either Google it or reach out to me and we can figure it out. But these are the basics of how the document works. One other cool thing, find and replace. Again, pretty obvious, but if you want to find something and replace it, you can search for it here. You can match case, match using regular expressions. This is a really cool feature if you do want to learn something cool that's kind of programming-ish. It's called regular expressions. It's a way to search for patterns. So if I wanted to search for a sentence with a number in it, for example, you could go and you can see here, here's all the patterns you can search for. So let's say I want to search for a number. There's any digit, /D. So if I put /D here, put /D here for find, you see it's finding all the digits, right? And I could even put, let's say I wanted to search for a space before a digit, any white space character /s. I could do /s/d, and now it's finding those. And so if one of those didn't, let's say this didn't have a space before it, it would not find it anymore. See, it finds this but not that. So that's just a fun thing to look at if you are searching for patterns and don't have an exact text match. It can be a really cool way to find stuff quickly. So those are the basics of docs. Again, this is not meant to be a comprehensive course. This is meant to show you the basics of what's possible and some of the more common features. But Google Docs are very powerful. It has all the basic editing tools. It has lots of other features also. It has add-ons you can get that will give you other powers. All sorts of word counts and spelling checks and voice typing. So play with it, learn, and it's great to take courses and go deeper, but just start using it and learn as you go. Thanks.